All right, this is your Friday video, and I'm here with the Eddie Horvath.
How you doing?
And we're just getting some logs ready for the following video, and we're deciding if we're going to go with new saw bits or just fix what we have to get through winter time, so I get a couple more warm days to change them bits out. But we got some custom sawing to do, and Eddie and I have done this for so many years.
Oh yeah, I like custom sawing.
And all we do is we saw it to what they want, and they load it out of here. We don't have to sticker it. All we do is saw it, edge it, and ship it. So
not worried about good logs bring you good boards. I mean, whatever you bring.
So we're going to check these with the metal detector. We'll bring you along for that, and then I'm going to do a little bit of saw blade maintenance, and then I have the bank video because we didn't get to make you a Friday Eve video for sawing, but I do have some bank video I'll show you. So well, let's get busy here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, here we are, and this is one of my worn out bits I save. I found only 9 saw bits in this whole blade that actually, they're actually usable, but I want to change them out anyway, so I'm going to show you what's involved. This is a BF wrench. It is the type that use a pin. It's not a speed wrench. It takes a couple minutes to get used to it again if you haven't done it for a while. But you basically are going to line that up with the hole in the shank. See the hole in the shank? And then you're gonna, in a jerking motion, we're just gonna bring it out around, and making sure we don't lose everything. We're gonna pull the pin. We're gonna pull the shank out with the bit. And this bit has some bad things happen to it, but it's still sharp. It would actually saw. All we do is just get a clean paper towel, wipe the shank pocket, and we will look at these bits. And what you want to look for when you're using worn bits, if it's the same kerf as your worn out bits. And what I always like to do is make sure that everything where they made up, because the way this works, you have a shank, some people down south call them rings, and you got the bit. It goes into the saw and winds in with that tool. Before you go that far, I just use, I like this, the 3-in-1 oil works great. I'm sure there's 150 other things you could use. It works well for me. It's a light oil. Then all I do is get the top of the tooth, I give it just a tap. The reason being, if you try to set this tool back in without doing that, you'll be down in that sawdust pit retrieving it. Why do I say that? Because I've done it. And we're going to look for that hole again. And once you do half a dozen of these, okay, same thing, you're going to jerk it down in till it seats. Now it's at the bottom. Next step, I'm going to move the camera over here, guys, because I'm going to show you what you do next. And some people argue this point, but I just, a couple dead blows in the center of the shank. That's called seating the shank. So we got one repaired. I'll keep the camera here for this next one, see if this is a better view. I don't know. I'll find out when I edit this. And I want to make sure that I'm putting my bad ones, put the bad ones aside. Not good if you get them mixed up. Okay, next one I hit with the chalk. Same thing. Oh. And once you do about 10 of these, it becomes real easy. Some people like your speed wrenches. There it is. Again, pull the pin out. Put the bad bit off to the side. Wipe it off. Get that groove wiped out. And the type of saw bits are, we're running a F pattern, that's what they call it. There's a B pattern, that's what we used to run. And then there's full circles. These are a double circle. So there's a circle, and then there's a circle outside of that circle. And that would be your B and F pattern. Again, a couple drops of oil. You don't need too much, but get a little bit in that crease there. And then there's 3-inch and 2.5s. That's about and the 3 inches, kind of a dying pattern. It's hard to get bits for it. It's hard to get a wrench for it, especially. Can't remember the YouTube channel that was looking for a wrench. Making sure that this thing is nice and flush. There it goes. And again, jerk it down in. Nice and flush to each other, then a couple blows on it, and it's seated. So I'm going to do all 9 of these. I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing. And these teeth, these bits can get me probably another 25,000 feet of lumber sawed. And we're into some stuff here on this custom sawing job. The stuff had a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rocks, and why put a brand new set of bits in when we can get another 25,000 feet out of it? So, all right, everybody, hope you enjoyed this sawmill maintenance, and I will put you some sawing video that we had banked, and I will catch you on the next one when we're going to be doing, let me turn the camera around, that whole log deck full of logs over there is for the custom saw. So I will catch you on the next one. Thanks again for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. We're going to make you a video. We're going to saw some white oak here, and let's go ahead and get the bus motor fired up. Get the laser on. There's the Eddie Horvath on the other side there, and can't do nothing until that blade spins, because that works my hydraulics, everybody. So we got a real nice piece of white oak on here. Just sitting a little crooked on the deck, but I think she'll pull forward on us. Got this one loaded kind of to the back. So hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Don't know when you'll see this video, but today is the day after Thanksgiving. Pull up this thing here. That's good. We'll get on our pedals, and let's make sense of what we want to do here. And we're just cutting, this is going to be for barn door for a horse stable. And what I look for is, first of all, what's my blade going to clear? Let's use the master dog on this one. Cut the flat side of the log here. Don't think we really need any tapers on this. It's not flared enough. Alright, we got the dog set, master dog set. Let's bring it forward. And again, we want to make sure it does not roll down. Alright, let's get to work. And I'm just trying to make boards that will edge out anywhere from 6 inches on up. We do need some 6.5 footers, so the back side there will be usable. So we'll go ahead and just pull a piece of 4/4 so we get a nice flat spot. But yeah, there's a lot of consideration when you're opening a log. I've been doing it for a long time, so yeah, let's just grab one more off of here. And I'm running things slow right now until things warm up. I mean, we're not a production mill. We're not here to saw 8,000 or 10,000 feet in a day. take a white oak. Let's just let it lay back down. Reverse the knees a little bit more. Maybe you'll get on her pedals. Alright, let's get her dogged and let's get rolling here. And you can see the laser pretty good here. Some people can, some people can't. Bottom line is, I can't. So, in the big picture, I'm the only one that has to see that laser. I'm going to take a thin one off just to get more, get me up to my 6.5 foot. That'll work. Then we didn't really waste nothing here. And another question someone had asked, can't remember the gentleman's name, but I guess he wanted to know why I bring the carriage back so far between a set. You can understand that that piece of wood that's moving there weighs probably the better part of 1,000 pounds, close to it. You got to stop it and go another direction. So I'll show you right here. We're not really going back that far. So if you've seen the set just happen, if I would have set it up closer to the blade, we'd have probably pinged that saw. So that's the reason. Alright, let's work another face. Basically all they said is they just don't want no pith in the middle of the boards, which you can't blame them. Boom. Up here. Not quite enough face there, so I'm going to take a sliver. Again, I can take it off pretty easy. I can never put it back on, so you got to remember that. Yeah, it's hard without ZZ here. We sure do miss him, but he comes out on Saturdays. We don't want to torture him too much. But yeah, ZZ's a great guy. I mean, hard worker and good learner. He's learned so much in the past year. Fits in well. Alright, let's take one more board off. But yeah, they're willing to buy the random width, which works out better for everybody. That way we can just work the log down. When everybody orders something to a specific width, it's a lot more wasteful sawing it. Little bit. I think we got a little bit of bark sitting somewhere, but we'll get her back to where it needs to be. I'm not really that worried about it. Alright, let's go with that. Well, we got a lot of short logs coming up, so that'll be some neat video. Now you see that little hand gesture? The If I was in a big hurry, Eddie would have been bleeding right now. Yeah, you guys that run these production mills, hey, have at it. Whittling it down. I take a look at the back side of this. Can't really see the pit with the chainsaw marks in it. But I'm going to work a couple more faces down before we take it all the way down. There's about 7 1/4 left on there. That makes some nice boards. We'll run the top and bottom faces for a while, because we're going to cross over. You can see it's getting really a little nasty there. So something underneath there. Let me take a peek. Yeah, I'm going to go grab that out of there real quick. That looks better. All right. Back up. Alright, let's see where Mr. Laser starts to shine. You can see a little bit of a blur. That puts you just about perfect where you need to be. And you gotta have some man glitter. Let's keep chopping her down. And we're gonna literally, so I'm looking at the center there again. Okay, we can probably take another, at least one on this side, then go to the other face. Alright, let's roll it back to the other face and finish her up. That way you guys had a little video. The weather's still nice. Starting to spring a little bit. It's got a little stress in it, so let's just see what it looks like. Want me to take a thin one off? Yeah, let's take a thin one off. And that's what happens. So I'll take off a for the heck of it. It's 3 inches now. I'm going to lay it down and take it down to 4 inches just to make some dunnage. Take it out to 4 with it. And let's bring it up so you can see the dial. Let's get down to 4 inches. Add just a hair heavy. There we go. And we'll let you go here. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button. Please share it with somebody, and please subscribe to the channel. It will help us out. So we'll talk to you on our next video. Bye-bye.